So, Catherine, there's 3 steps to increasing the control pause. The first step is to stop big breathing. It's as simple as that. So it's to breathe through our nose the entire time, both day and during sleep. And also to avoid sighing, because one sigh every few minutes is enough to maintain chronic hyperventilation. So it's really to be aware of breathing by taking attention from the mind onto the breath. And have an awareness of breath pretty much throughout the day, and bring just a relaxation and a feeling of relaxation to the body. So in reality, we're doing what would be a great way to counteract stress. Stress makes us breathe faster, more intense, more noticeable breathing using the upper chest, and we're doing the opposite. So, as modern life throws challenges and can be stressful, this is a great way to minimize the effects of stress, because stress is very harmful for the human organism. If we can endure short-term stress very well, but we're not very well equipped with dealing with long-term stress. And when we are under stress, one of the first things that changes is our breathing. And as I said earlier on, even though it's an involuntary activity, we can control it to some extent ourselves. We have voluntary control over it. So breathing through the nose, stopping sighing, becoming aware of your breathing, they're the crucial first steps. And the reason that we breathe through the nose is the nose is not just the 2 holes in the face. For example, here's an anatomical model of the nose. And I'd like you to do this. I'd like you to put your tongue up into the roof of your mouth like this. And I'd like you to drag your tongue all the way along the hard palate until you reach the soft palate. So you get a sense of the size of the nasal cavity, because the floor of your nose is the roof of the mouth, and nature doesn't waste space. So inside the nasal cavity are turbinates, but also there's a gas released into the nasal cavity called nitric oxide. Moisture. When you breathe through your nose, you carry moisture. The incoming air picks up moisture, and you've got this moisture-laden air arriving to the lungs. And gas exchange, oxygen transfer from the lungs to the blood take place in the presence of moisture. Nasal breathing has been estimated to improve arterial oxygen uptake by between 10 and 20%. So not only do people who breathe through their nose, not only do they get a better oxygen uptake, but they also have better oxygen delivery to the cells due to carbon dioxide, as I spoke about earlier. And another factor is, of course, nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a wonderful gas. In 1992, the journal Science said it was molecule of the year. So it plays a role in many functions in the human body, including opening up the blood vessels, reversing cholesterol, reversing the buildup of plaque, plays a role in neurotransmission, and how the brain cells communicate with each other, and also in homeostasis. The key is, Catherine, to breathe gently, softly, and slowly through the nose. And by that, we have to optimize our oxygen uptake.